Tonight on Titans football, presented by SeatGeek, the Titans and the New Orleans Saints had a shootout at Nissan Stadium. Coach McCoy will recap the game, and Titans Radio's Coach Mac is here to break down his favorite linebacker sacks on the season. Plus, Mac and Amie Wells will share some of their favorite memories from the past year. And we catch up with former Titan Blaine the Hitman Bishop.
Of where you're in the draft order.
Let's press play on Titans football.
Dominate on three, dominate on me, 1, 2, 3, dominate!
Wow! What a run! That is a Titans touchdown! And he's pressured. And there is Jeff Simmons who got him. Now throws to the back pylon. Oh, that is a Titans touchdown. Now Shuck is sacked. They got him. Kinsey caught it. Mason Kinsey inside the 10-yard line. Welcome to Titans football, coming to you from Nissan Stadium today. I'm Taylor Zarzour, joined by Mike McCoy, the head coach of the Titans. A back-and-forth affair with the New Orleans Saints. Coach, you had a double-digit lead at halftime, but the Saints really put together a great second half.
Yeah, we got to find a way to finish that game. That's the disappointing thing in all three phases. We got to somehow come up with plays, make plays, and when you get an opportunity to put a team away, you have to do it. Yeah,
the first half, you start out offensively. You had to really like what you saw, especially from your quarterback and from your running back, Tony Pollard. Tony goes over 1,000 yards rushing on the season for the fourth straight year, and Cam Ward goes over 3,000 yards passing on the season.
Yeah, and I heard Chim, too.
Yeah.
The most yards in the history of the NFL in a season.
Chim
so pretty amazing.
Has the most all-purpose yards by a rookie ever in NFL history. He passed Gale Sayers and Tim Brown for second and for first.
He may not even know who Gale Sayers is.
We certainly do.
Yeah, I don't think he does, though.
Yes. So there were a lot of bright spots. What do you think ultimately was the difference in the game?
Well, we didn't make enough plays. We didn't get off the field in the second half defensively, and offensively we didn't score enough points. And we settled for some field goals here and there, and that's what happens. When when you have an opportunity to put teams away, you have to do it.
I know you're disappointed in the outcome, but overall, Coach, as you have been the head coach of this team for the majority of the season, how much growth have you seen from this entire football team?
Well, I think, the number of rookies that played up to this point in time this season and the success they've had has been outstanding. So they all have very, very bright futures here, and it's just great to see. And that's what you want to see, from, you mentioned when I took over and how some things – how are we going to change certain things in the development or the growth of players? I think week in and week out, you saw players step up, and give the coaches all the credit in the world also for the adjustments we had to make, whether it was not just with the younger players, but, there's changes throughout the year, and the coaches did a great job with that.
Yeah, and there's one more stat to mention since you just mentioned all those rookies. The Titans set a franchise record with most rookie starts in a season, over 60 rookie starts this year.
Yeah, I think the organization is really going to benefit from that. I always talked about the experience for Cam when people ask about him being a rookie and how he's doing, but it's for every young player. The more you play, the better you're going to be. You're going to benefit from it in your future. So they've done an outstanding job.
All right, Coach, you have one more week to go here, and you're going back to a place that's very familiar to you. You just spent the last few years as a quarterback's coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence has had an outstanding season for the Jags. You're very close to him. And the Titans this week have a chance to spoil the Jaguars in some way, whether it's winning the division or maybe even being the number one seed in the AFC. Are you treating this week like a playoff week almost for your team?
I like your thought. That'd be a great way to go there and spoil what they're working for. It's a great team, and Trevor's success this year doesn't shock me one bit. He's worked so hard to get where he's at, and they've got a really good football team. So we got to go play our best game to finish the year off.
Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Up next, Coach Mac and I are at the Telestrator for some Titans tape to look back at some of the great linebacker sacks from the season. Herbert is facing pressure. They got him. Back down near the 30. 30. That's the 4th sack of the game, and that's the first for Cedric Gray.
Welcome back to Titans football. The man, Coach Mac, Dave McGinnis. I'm Taylor Zarzour. Coach, we're going to look at some of your favorite plays of the year, some sacks here by some great linebacker play. How about number 33, Cedric Gray on Justin Herbert of the Chargers?
That's absolutely great. Run that back. I love that. And here's the thing that is so good about this. As you look at this, during training camp, when you work linebackers one-on-one on running backs, I mean, this is a drill that you do. But you don't let the running backs cut, and what you don't let the linebackers do is bull rush, because that's all the kind of collisions. Here, in live action, I know Frank Bush. I've worked with Frank Bush forever and ever and ever, and he'll teach this when it's live action. Watch the bull rush and watch him get a lift and then take him right back to the quarterback. Let's go. That is so. Run that back again. That makes me so happy. I can sit here and watch this forever. Because here's what you don't get. You don't get to do that when you are practicing this. We don't let the linebackers do. And it used to make me so mad as a linebacker coach. They wouldn't let us bull rush them, but also they couldn't cut us. That to me is classic, and Frank Bush teaches this very, very well.
All right, now how about this one right here where Cody Barton gets a free shot on the Texans quarterback?
Run that back. This is a game. This is called an interior pirate stunt. It's a pirate stunt. Just slow it down a minute. Double inside. Take one step. You see the protection over here? They have pulled the protection this way. This is a really good job of they disguise this right here, pirate down, around. This is a 3-man game on the inside with the backer.
All right, now the Titans against the Chiefs, Coach. What'd you see here?
No, that's a tsunami rush. You ever seen those movies where the tsunami comes up on the beach and everybody's running because they can't get away from him? This is total tsunami rush right here.
James Williams Sr.
James Williams Sr. has got a chance to play because Cedric Gray was out for this ball game. But this is one more time. I'm going to show you something that's really important. We tell when you're blitzing, one shoulder gets skinny. He didn't present the running back with a billboard to hit him in the chest, got skinny. I mean, I loved calling this one too. That was a tsunami rush.
Coach Mac loves some great defense. More of Titans football returns in just a moment.
I'm Taylor Zarzour. Welcome back to Titans football. Blaine Bishop was known for his hard-hitting style of play at safety, who helped lead the team to Super Bowl 34. Nicknamed the Hitman, Blaine was an 8th-round pick who was named to 4 Pro Bowls during his 9-year career with the Titans franchise. Once he was done playing, the Titans legend went straight into broadcasting, hosting sports talk radio shows on 104.5 The Zone. This is Where Are They Now, presented by Nissan.
Hi, naturally, I'm Blaine, the Hitman Bishop. Got drafted at 214th pick, which is the 8th round at that time. I played for the Tennessee Titans, naturally, from 1993 through the transition from Houston to Tennessee all the way to 2001. And this is what I'm doing now. I'm over at 104.5 The Zone radio from 1 to 3. I would say outside of the first pick, if you're not the first pick, then is there another quarterback that's going to be rated high? So the draft actually, and where these guys are rated, is going to, impact, those positions of where you're at in the draft order. I'd been doing radio and TV while I was my last 2 or 3 years with the Titans. I knew I wanted to go into that. That actually was a goal of mine. I was received an award as Youth of the Year at the Boys and Girls Club in Indianapolis, Indiana. The keynote speaker at the table where I was sitting was Brian Gumbel. I said I want to be the next Brian Gumbel. This was when I was in middle school. So I kind of set my goals then. I always wanted to prove that I was more than a football player, being that I was a late round pick. I never knew that I would even have a chance to play in the National Football League. That was just like a pipe dream to me.
Well, Adam, thanks for coming on. This is Blaine here. Rookie quarterback Cam Ward, up and down season so far, naturally, with the record that it is. But how do evaluators look at how he's developing this season?
Well, naturally going daily there with Zach Lyon on Cover 2 on 104.5 The Zone. And really we kind of touch on and get a pulse, really, of the fan base and what they're thinking.
And they're going to be like, enter into the draft because we need quarterbacks in the draft.
I like Tyson, and I think he's playing a little injured because I haven't seen him run and use his athleticism as much as he did earlier in the season.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's kind of affected his play. And that was my whole reason to get into radio. Wasn't a big radio guy when I was growing up, listening to the radio all the time or anything like that. But I wanted to be the truth teller on trying to settling the fan base on what actually really happened in the game.
All right, let's go to the phones. We started off talking about the Tennessee Titans, just for those that may not remember.
Diving into the tape. I was a big tape junkie and loved watching tape and try to just tell them through my experiences what I thought actually happened in the game. So that was really the motivation behind doing sports talk radio for me.
All right, coming up next, we'll go to more of your phones, 615-737-1045. This is Cover 2 with Blaine Bishop and Zach Lyons.
I had nothing to do with the hiring there of Zach, but once we got on air, he was very smart, really big numbers guy, brings a lot of value.
Just appreciative of right now is Gunnar Helm. That's the guy that he's out there running routes like a wide receiver at this point, and he's running them pretty good.
Naturally on air, getting chemistry was first and foremost. Now we've kind of taken off and done really well. So with his numbers background and my experience actually playing in the game, came together and boom, taken off. And actually super excited about what we're doing.
At anybody who's watching the Titans games at any point in time and seeing him make some of these throws that a lot of proven veterans, has he mastered the NFL yet? No. But man, you see the upside and you see how this team is progressing each and every week here at the end. Man, they could all pack it up and go home. They are getting better.
We have a really smart and passionate fan base, and I really I get excited because as a former player and now sitting on their side, I'm a fan of the Titans too. I want them to do well too, but I also want to give it fair criticism, and that's, as a partner with the fan base, I would always enjoy because they want to win just like the organization as the players do.
That's an all-time great Titan in Blaine Bishop. Here's an all-time great as well in the amazing Coach Mac, Dave McGinnis. Coach, it's been an honor calling games with you all season. Can we run this back, please?
Well, right back at you, brother. It's been a lot of fun. We've been through a lot, for the first time together, but it was smooth. Everything went well, and I appreciate you liking me.
Coach Mac, I'm not letting you go yet, though, because I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you about some of the best playmakers you've seen in plays this season. That's coming up next. This is Titans football from Nissan Stadium. There's 1 week remaining in the season. Coach Mac, let's talk about who has improved the most through the course of this season. Who would your vote be for any Titan out there?
It would be Cam Ward. It'd be the quarterback, because it's just extremely hard to play quarterback in this league, and especially a rookie quarterback on a football team that's growing and developing. There's so many things that were thrown at him, but you could progressively see him during the season just get more and more comfortable with it. And plus, he's an incredible playmaker.
Coach, overall, in a season where a franchise is taking a hard reset, you've been through this before.
Yes, I have.
What would you say about where the Titans are as they look towards the future?
Well, you've got a quarterback, and that's what everything centers around in this league. You've got a quarterback, and plus you had development of young players that was extremely important during the course of this season. If the Titans can follow up with another draft like this, you're on the right track.
The next question I have is about a Titan that has stepped up this season. There's a lot to choose from. I'm going to pick Cedric Gray, who has over 150 tackles on the season. How about you?
Yeah, everybody, we kept talking about him being a second-year player. He's a first-year player.
Yeah.
He's a first-year player, so let's put that on him. But the guy that I would say that was the pillar of this football team from start to finish was Big 98, Jeff Simmons.
Jeff Simmons playing at an all-pro level, making the Pro Bowl for the 4th time. That's a great choice. You say that about Ced Gray because he was hurt most of the majority of his rookie season, so it's felt like a rookie season for him. And Jeffrey Simmons, Coach, you've seen his entire career. He's playing the best football of his life. and he has clearly made a commitment to this organization in the future. He said after the Chiefs game, I want to stay here. I want to coach these young bucks and turn it around, and I want to be the reason why.
Well, and look, and the things that he does. I mean, you and I, we're at practice every day. We see what he does. Not during game time. We see what he does. That's what you find out about players, is what they're doing when nobody's really watching. And look, this guy has taken it upon himself. He knew that this was going to be a developing football team. I can't say enough about what he's done. And I've been around some great, great leaders in my career. This guy is one of the best.
Tied Jarrell Casey with 10 sacks, the most by a defensive tackle in Titans history. And in other exciting news, Jeffrey Simmons surprised Jackson Kirby and Elise Kramer as the 2025 High School Titan of the Year winners for their impact they've made off the field. The two high school athletes were honored as the 12th Titan. Let's check it out this week in SeatGeek Sound.
What's up, Jackson? This is Big Jeff for the Tennessee Titans, defensive lineman. What's up, Elise? I just want to say and send a huge congratulations to you. You are the 2025 Titan of the Year. Congrats to you. Tell you continue the great work that you are doing in the community. Myself and everyone here in Nashville, we appreciate you. Tighten up.
I'm really glad that we're getting recognition for such a new sport. So I think that's really cool, and I'm excited. And we really won this as like a team. We've all worked really hard this year, so I'm glad that we have that under our team as well.
Oh, yeah, it's a great community. I love Covenant. I love you guys. All you guys are like brothers to me. I remember I used to always ask my mom when I was a little kid, I wish I had a brother. Y'all showed me what that love is like. So I just want to thank all of you guys. I wouldn't be where I'm at today without y'all.
It's an honor. I'm very humble to receive that award. This community has shaped me in ways I'll carry for the rest of my life.
We also want to invite you out to the Titans vs. Chiefs game here coming up later in December to be honored on the field. So congratulations, very well deserved.
Welcome today's 12th Titans, Jackson Kirby from Covington High School, and Elise Kramer from Collierville High School. Jackson and Elise have been chosen as this year's High School Titans of the Year. This program honors high school tackle football and girls flag football players across the state of Tennessee who demonstrate excellence on the field, in the classroom, and in the community.
Up next, the president of everything of Titans Radio, our very own Amie Wells, joins us. Welcome back to Titans Football. I'm Taylor Zarzour, and we're now joined by the Queen, Amie Wells. Amie has been on the Pinnacle sidelines again this season. How was that, by the way?
Gosh, it was good to be back. I didn't realize how different my football watching experience was being up in the press box or at home on maternity leave for a season. It was so good to be back in the action, working with you guys, and really telling the stories of this Titans team. There was a lot of stuff that happened this season, and being able to be in the thick of it and just telling the Titans fans what's going on, so much fun.
This is your 13th year with the Titans organization. You've seen a team that was built from scratch that ended up competing for championships, that made deep playoff runs.
Right.
And now essentially starting from scratch again. You saw a lot of bright spots this year that you think the Titans can build on.
Absolutely. And what is it that Coach Mac always says? Time on task.
That's it.
And this team having the opportunity to come in, have so many rookie players making significant contributions and doing it together, golly, the dividends that's going to pay off in 2026 is going to be wild. They already have so many just electric chemistries that have been built together. It's only going to pay off. So not only am I excited for the regular season to start in 2026, gosh, I'm already excited for OTAs and minicamp when we can come out and see how these young players have built on what they've established this year. That's where the real fun's going to be.
I'll tell you what will really be wild is it'll be the final season in this building next year before they move next door into new Nissan Stadium in 2027.
I know, and we are going to have so much fun celebrating this building and all of the moments that have happened here from 99 all the way on. There's so much good to celebrate in this Nissan Stadium, but we can see it. It is growing rapidly.
Yeah,
It's becoming a real building. And so the anticipation, the excitement of that and what that's going to mean for this Titans organization overall, that's so exciting. But I'm really excited to give this stadium its proper farewell because she deserves it.
Thank you for telling me what to do during the season.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
I look forward to you telling me what to do during the off season as well. I love working with you. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Appreciate you, Amy, very much. The final game of the season is this Sunday between the Titans and the Jags. Our pregame radio coverage of the Titans countdown begins 1 hour before kickoff on 104.5 The Zone. For Amie Wells, for Coach Mac, for Mike McCoy, I'm Taylor Zarzour. Thanks for watching Titans football, and we'll see you next season.